Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Myself Janisha from Saint Joseph Composite PU College, Vijaypur. Today I am going to continue the previous episode, chapter 2, Theory of Consumer Behavior. In that, some of the important questions we already discussed in the previous episode, right? We just revised those concepts. We learned that utility. As you know that what is utility? Want satisfying power of a commodity. Yes, and also we discussed about the features of utility because we came to know about that how the utility that effect on the what consumer behavior, right? And also two approaches we discussed, that is cardinal utility approach and ordinal utility approach. That cardinal utility approach it reveals that the utility which what derives, that is cardinal numbers, with the help of cardinal numbers. And also the ordinal utility approach, there the utility which is expressed, that is in terms of like orders or the ranks. Yes, and also the ordinal approach is nothing but the indifference theory, and also the cardinal utility approach is nothing but that is law of diminishing marginal utility and also the law of equi-marginal utility. So these two laws which consist under the what cardinal utility approach. So these concepts we discussed in the previous episode. So today then we are going to discuss about one of very important 6 marks question, that is law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay students, then let me start regarding this question. So before going to discuss about the law of diminishing marginal utility theory, we need to learn about some concepts of utility, because these concepts which are included in this theory. So then let me discuss what are those concepts. First one, initial utility. Initial means what? The word initial means beginning or the starting. So initial utility means what? The first utility, we can say that. So the utility is derived by consuming the first unit of a commodity is called initial utility. Okay, so the utility which is derived means an individual, he obtained his utility, that is by consuming the first unit of commodity. Okay, for example, having a first cup of tea. Yes, for example, having a first cup of tea. First cup of tea means what? That is beginning, means first cup of tea, that is reduce the fatigue. Yes, so that first unit or the first commodity, whatever it is there, and in that how much utility derives, that is called as initial utility. Okay, so remember, initial utility means what? The utility which is derived by an individual by consuming the first unit of a commodity. So second one, total utility. Total utility means aggregate utility. That means the amount of utility or satisfaction that a consumer gains from consuming a given amount of goods over a period of time. That means here the consumer will attain a maximum level of utility, that is by consuming again and again the given amount of a stock of commodities. So that we can say that total utility or TU is equal to U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus as well as U4. Means U1 means that is utility 1, means unit number 1, means TU is equal to U1 means what? Unit number 1, unit 2, unit 3 and unit 4. So that when a consumer will attain all these units together, then he will earn what? Utility. And third one is marginal utility. Now what is this marginal utility? Marginal means what? The additional utility. Means the addition to the total utility obtained from the consumption of one more unit. Means extra utility that earned by a consumer, that is by having the or that is by adding the what? Total utility. So that marginal utility we can derive like this: MUN is equal to TUN minus 1. Okay students, so these are what the main concepts of what we can say that utility. So second one, total utility. Total utility means aggregate utility. That means the amount of utility or satisfaction that a consumer gains from consuming a given amount of goods over a period of time. That means here the consumer will attain a maximum level of utility, that is by consuming again and again the given amount of a stock of commodities. So that we can say that total utility or TU is equal to U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus as well as U4. Means U1 means that is utility 1, means unit number 1, means TU is equal to U1 means what? Unit number 1, unit 2, unit 3 and unit 4. So that when a consumer will attain all these units together, then he will earn what? Utility. And third one is marginal utility. Now what is this marginal utility? Marginal means what? The additional utility. Means the addition to the total utility obtained from the consumption of one more unit. Means extra utility that earned by a consumer, that is by having the or that is by adding the what? Total utility. So that marginal utility we can derive like this: MUN is equal to TUN minus 1. Okay students, so these are what the main concepts of what we can say that utility. So then now we discuss about now the 6 marks question, law of diminishing marginal utility. So one of the most important proposition of the cardinal utility approach to demand, that was law of diminishing marginal utility. German economist Gaussen was the first to explain it, or it was introduced. Therefore it is called as Gaussen's first law, but it was popularized by Professor Alfred Marshall later. According to this law, means law of diminishing marginal utility law, as consumers increases the consumption of any one commodity, keeping constant consumption of all other commodities, the marginal utility of the variable commodity must eventually decline. That means this law simply tells us that when we obtain less and less utility from the successive units of a commodity as we consume more and more of it. That means when we consume a same commodity what more and more or continuously, so then the level of satisfaction from the successive units, it will be decreases. This law has few assumptions like consumption must be standard unit, all the units must be identical and it should be used continuously, consumer must be rational, and also a constant price, utility measured in terms of cardinal numbers, and also for what we require ordinary person. So these are the assumption. Under these assumption this law will perform, because the commodity must be identical size, means for example a cup of tea means continuously it requires, for applying this law we require a same cup of tea only, or a bottle of 1 liter bottle of water means 1 liter itself, or we can say that consumptions identical by the way of in same fragrance or taste, color, and also the consumption must be continuous in nature. Continuous means without time gap, there is no need to give any time gap also, and consumers must be in the rational person and ordinary person, and here the prices will be fixed, and also the utility can be measured, that is in terms of, as you know, that cardinal numbers. So these assumptions will be must for applying this law of diminishing marginal utility theory. Then now we will explain this law with the help of one example also. Suppose in the month of April, when it is very hot, a student comes home from college and he starts drinking water because to quench her thirst. Dear students, as you know that in the month of April, it's very climate like very hot, right? So at that time the student, he want to drink a cup of water, right? So he suddenly comes home from the college and he starts drinking water to quench her thirst. Quench means what? To solve or to resolve his thirst, right? So now what to do that person or that individual, that student? So when he consumes a first glass of water, which gives him a lot of satisfaction, means maximum satisfaction, right? And when that turns into second glass of water, his her thirst would have reduced, means whatever he feels in the first glass of water, now it is not in the second glass of water. Like that, when he or she consume continuously up to 6 glass of water, yes, so continuously if he consume a 6 glass of water, then his additional utility, what we can say that marginal utility, it will be falls to 0. So this can be explained with the help of following schedule. Dear students, you can observe here the number of glasses of water consumed here, it increases 1 to 6, right? The total utility will be 12, 20, 26, 30, 30 and last one 28. And also the marginal utility will be 12, 8, 6, 4, 0 and last it is minus 2 means negative. Means according to this table, when a student he consumed first glass of water, he attained a maximum level of satisfaction, so that TU and MU 12. And when he increase the number of units of glass, that is 2, then his total utility also increases, that is 20. But what about marginal utility? It will be decreases to 8, right? And when he consume third unit of water, again his total utility will be 26, but marginal utility will be, again it is decreased here. Total utility will be increased, but the marginal utility will be decreased, that is to 6. Like that, when he consumed a fourth unit of water, again his total utility will be increased from 26 to 30, but the marginal utility again it will decrease, that is from 6 to 4. Like that, when he consumed a fifth glass of water, his total utility will be similar. See here, constant rate. So total utility, the fourth unit also 30 and fifth unit also 30, right? So when it reaches to similar the total utility, then the marginal utility will be 0. Yes, means afterwards there is no utility at all, that is what, 0. And when it reaches to sixth glass of water, this is what the crucial stage, his total utility also decreases up to 28, that is from 30 to 28. And his marginal utility, again it is, we can say that negative stage, means 0 after it is negative stage, that is what, the 2. So this theory, this what table completely illustrated that this law of diminishing marginal utility. So according to this table, we can say that when a consumer or when a person consumed a commodity continuously, whatever, without any time gap, his total utility somewhat it increases, but later on the stage that also decreases, but the marginal utility or additional utility, that will be decreases at the beginning onwards, but later on the stage it reaches to 0 and negative stage. So this is what the law of diminishing marginal utility. And this theory we can express with the help of one diagram also. Then students, observe this diagram here. In the diagram, this horizontal axis shows the number of the number of units of water, and also the vertical axis shows, that is, marginal utility as well as the total utility obtained from the water. See, this is what the horizontal axis here, OX axis here we can say that the number of units of glass of water, and also this OY axis, this is vertical axis, here we can say that the utility means total utility as well as marginal utility obtained by having this glass of water, right? So according to this diagram you can observe that here at the beginning the total utility curve, it will be increased, right, according to that table itself. So the total utility will be increased, right, and when it reaches to here 30, this is what the 30 level of a total utility. Yes, afterwards the total utility will be diminishes, that is what the 28. See, at the beginning the total utility will be increased, that is from 12, right, then after the value it will be increased here 22 like that, and 30, and it reaches to again 30. This is what the 30 stage, and once it reaches to 30 and afterwards the total utility will be diminishes. Why it is total utility will be diminishes? Because the reason is nothing but marginal utility is also, what that is also reaches to negative. Means see here, this total utility, this is what the diminishing total utility, right, 28. Yes, this shows that why it is total utility is diminishes, because marginal utility is what, negative. In the stage of marginal utility is negative means -2. So the total utility is also what, that is diminishes. And this you can observe here, and this you can observe here, this part is what, 0. So what is this 0? Here in this line marginal utility is 0. So when it happens marginal utility is 0 means when the total utility is reaches to constant rate, that is 30. Yes, when it total utility reaches to 30, then the marginal utility will be 0. Yes, so according to this diagram we can say that when a consumer consumed the same commodity, his total utility will be increases somewhat, but later on the stage it will reaches to this top, and finally it will diminishes. But the marginal utility at the beginning itself, it is sloped down. See here, it is beginning itself sloped down, and next it reaches to 0, and finally it will be what, negative stage. So this is what the law of diminishing marginal utility. Then let me see some of the exemptions or the limitations of this theory. First one, this law is not applicable to rare collections like stamps, coins and all. And again, this law is not applicable to money, and it does not apply to knowledge, art and innovations, and it is not applicable to precious goods. And this theory does not operate if the consumer behaves in an irrational manner. So in these cases this theory cannot be applicable. So that is what we can say, that this is limitations or the exceptions. The last part of this theory, that is importance of law of diminishing marginal utility. So first one, it helps to utilize resources economically. In the field of public finance, this law has a practical application, that is, as a principle of taxation is based on this law. And third one, it is based for other economic laws also, like law of demand, law of supply, production theory. For that laws, this theory is applicable. And also the theory of value is also based on this law. Means Adam Smith's water diamond paradox, that theory is also based on this law only. So that's why we can say that law of diminishing is theory that is suitable, that is in the field of a public finance, tax system, and we can also utilize the resources properly. Okay students, so this is what the law of diminishing marginal utility theory for 6 marks. So you need to practice this first 6 marks question. This is very important question, dear students. Okay, then we will meet one more episode. In that again one more very important questions I'll discuss. Okay, until that please practice this question. So the question is nothing but briefly explain the law of diminishing marginal utility with the help of table and diagram. Thank you.